It's a good day today, ladies and gentlemen, because I am finally done with reading Battle for the Abyss. Because zog me, this book is abysmal. Okay, plot. Well, there's a ship with word bearers, and a group of RPG Legion stereotypes have to blow it up before it joins the battle at Calth. This features a drunken, bigoted space wolf who spends more time threatening to kill the Thousand Son for saving his life than actually contributing to the mission. A bunch of stuck-up cunts with a white toilet seat on their shoulder pads. Leandros would be proud with how often they go, "Hey, that's not like cool, and I will go and tell Daddy." There's of course an angry world leader who is really angry, and yes, there's also a wizard, the Thousand Son, who is a bit of an arrogant asshole. The characterization stops there. It's a bunch of meme stereotypes who have no deeper interactions of emotions outside of that. Fuck me, the Space Wolves even get on their knees and howl. I've been doing this for a couple years now, but I really can't recall a novel in which the characterization was so utterly shit. The only redeeming quality at all of this book is Skrull the World Eater, simply because he is such a complete Mary Sue that it kind of becomes funny. This guy can turn his nails on and off with his willpower, a feat that even Karn the Betrayer can manage. I think he single-handedly kills about 200 word bearers in this novel, manages to break a spaceship's cell by throwing a Primarch sword through the wall, and he incapacitates a legionary by throwing a chain axe to a dude on the other side of a cathedral. Skrull is a beast, and I'll admit his completely ridiculous feats were rather hilarious. Never underestimate the power of a really angry dude. Okay, but what about the word bearers, you ask? What about that? You know those cartoon villains that are not just unapologetically evil, but so evil that they're also their own worst enemy? Well, that sums them up pretty well. I don't mind the fact that they are portrayed as complete zealots. I mean, sure, there can be some retarded elements within a legion, but what I do mind is them refusing to kill enemies because it would be more evil to let them run for sport. What I do mind is letting a battle barge shoot on your ship because you want to prove how strong and big your hull is. There are about 500 opportunities for the bearers to simply kill the loyalists in this book, but always they select by far the dumbest option possible in any given scenario. The issues don't stop there though, oh no. Another massive issue in this novel is the pacing. The novel constantly rushes between boring, unimaginative combat scenarios that get portrayed in excruciating detail, yet actual conversations or interesting developments get completely skimmed over. I actually found myself going back at multiple points in time because I just couldn't believe that was it. I was believed I missed something. I'm reading on my phone, so I thought I had maybe accidentally swiped 2 chapters instead of 1. But nope, we're just skipping weeks of travel and don't give 2 shits about any form of conversation. We skip so much in fact that most Space Marines get introduced by their death scenes. I didn't even realize until the ending of the book how many Marines there actually are on the loyalist side because the death reports just keep on coming. A glazing bolt might hit Steve, and Pete might get stabbed in his torso, but I had never even heard of these two before that point in the book. The combat scenes as well are just awful. Not just are they meaningless because everyone who dies had literally zero characterization, I mean, their name was not even mentioned before the combat whatsoever. It is also just that they are written like a combat log from a video game. It's just, he kills that guy, he kills that guy, he kills that guy. He kills that guy and runs away. There is rarely anything interesting outside of the couple battles that involve Skrull or the Thousand Son. This is by far the worst book I have read in a while, and it has been a while since I actively hated reading a book, but I found myself constantly procrastinating instead of actually continuing this, which is something I rarely do. I think Mortis was the last time I had this issue. Anyways, this dump of a novel has zero logic whatsoever, characterization that doesn't go outside of stereotypes, dialogue that feels like a first-time D&D session, and a writing style that was impressively boring. The only big plus about Battle for the Abyss is that it is completely skippable, as it has zero implications for anything outside of the novel, so I definitely do recommend just going straight to Mechanicum instead of bothering with this form of torture.